How can you believe something you don't know? Well, the word know is slightly ambiguous there. Perhaps it's better, since you've asked about science, to ask the question, how can you believe something you don't understand? You believe so many things you don't understand. Do you understand consciousness? Do you believe in it? I suspect most of you do. Do you believe in gravity? Yes? Nobody understands it. Do you believe in energy? Yes? Nobody understands energy. We believe in masses of things we don't completely understand. I even believe in my wife. I don't completely understand her. We've only been married 50 years, but I still don't completely understand her. You see, the point is this, and it is a very important thing to grasp. I know enough to trust my wife. I don't know everything. I know enough to trust God, but I don't know everything. And the way I get to know my wife is because she talks to me and she reveals herself to me. You see, if she didn't speak and I put her under a microscope or computer tomography or investigated her with sonar or X-rays or gamma rays or beta rays or epsilon rays or any kind of rays, I'd never get to know her. Get to know a lot about her from a point of view of physics, but I wouldn't get to know her. I can only get to know her if she reveals herself. That's the way we get to know people, isn't it? And this is a wonderful thing about the Christian faith. You see, you may have got the impression from what I've said, because we're only starting the week, you know, that it's our search for God, and we're trying to see if there's evidence for God. That's important. But the other side of the story is God's search for me. And here's where Christianity tells us that God is not only searching for me, God has become human to show me what his heart is like and to show me what his attitude is to me. Just like my wife revealing herself. Now, if you decide as an atheist that there's no such thing as revelation, well, you're happy to believe that. But is there any evidence that what you believe is true? Or is there evidence, on the other hand, that Christ has revealed the heart of God? So this is where it becomes specific, because we're persons, we're not just theories. God is not just a theory, folks. God is a person, and we relate to persons on a much more sophisticated level than we will relate to theories. There are theories about God. They're very important. But God is not simply a theory. So the claim is, and that will be explained during the week, how you can get to God. And one of the questions actually reflects this and says, science fails more in explaining things related to human beings than the rest of the universe. Well, of course it does, because you are much more complex than the rest of the universe. And you should have found that out by now. Human beings are very complex. They cannot be reduced to sets of equations. And so sciences like psychology and so on are, by definition, vastly complex. Economics, the movement of trade, the thought of people, literature, this is all hugely complex. And the natural sciences aren't geared to deal with it. They're successful precisely because they can only answer a limited range of questions, mostly questions of how it works. They don't answer the why questions of purpose at all.